that I extend my condolences to you on the passing away of former President Edgar Lungu. His contribution to Zambian democracy and the progress of the nation of Zambia will not be forgotten. During this period, our hearts go to his family and every citizen of the nation of Zambia. Moments like this remind us about the fragility of life and the importance of living for a legacy. His legacy will not be forgotten. His commitment to the people, his resilience and his leadership has contributed to the progress of the nation of Zambia. And I hope this encourages each one of us and inspires us to live a life of purpose and living a legacy, because this is how we truly honor our former leaders, by carrying on the torch of vision. Myself, I'm looking forward to being in the nation of Zambia very soon to contribute to the work and the progress of Zambia. However, during this season, we pray that the Lord continues to uphold the nation of Zambia during this period. God bless you.
On behalf of Sun Broadcasting Holdings Limited and its subsidiaries, Sun FM Radio, Sun TV, Sun Sports TV, and Concola Radio, we extend our deepest condolences to the family, friends, and the people of Zambia on the passing of the late former President, Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu. We remember his leadership and contributions to our nation. May his legacy inspire us. Our thoughts and prayers are with his loved ones during this difficult time. May he rest in peace.
For in-depth news coverage from across Zambia, local and national news, business, politics, and sports, this is the Sun FM News, brought to you by APSA. Your story matters.
The news.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us to present the news. My name is Imelda Chukwati. Stories making headlines. Vice President Mutalena Lumango has reaffirmed government's determination to track down and repatriate Zambians who have fled the country to avoid prosecution. Movement for Multi-Party Democracy MMD leader Dr. Nevas Mumba has called on Zambians to reflect on the divisive attitudes and negative discourse that have surfaced during the national mourning of former President Edgar Lungu. A climate-smart agriculture expert has observed that China's recent decision to eliminate tariffs on imports from 53 African nations presents a significant opportunity for Zambia to modernize and expand its agricultural sector. Chipolopolo B assistant coach Beston Chambeshi has acknowledged that Zambia is not yet ready for the 2025 African Nations Championship CHAN.
The news. 88.5 Sun FM.
Vice President Mutalena Lumango has reaffirmed government's determination to track down and repatriate Zambians who have fled the country to avoid prosecution. She disclosed that diplomatic engagement with foreign nations is ongoing to ensure such individuals face justice. Mrs. Nalumango emphasized that all operations will respect international protocols and require mutual cooperation. She further issued a stern warning saying fugitives risk facing harsher penalties upon extradition than if they had willingly faced local legal proceedings.
I think this is an issue of diplomatic relations and consultations. Countries where they are, I think that government and the governments of those countries will continue to talk and see how those people can be, what is the word you use, to bring them back. But you have a word that you...
Movement for Multi-Party Democracy, MMD leader Dr. Nevas Mumba has called on Zambians to reflect on the divisive attitudes and negative discourse that have surfaced during the national mourning of former President Edgar Lungu. Speaking after signing the Book of Condolences, Dr. Mumba expressed concern over hateful language, anger and intolerance, particularly on social media, warning that such conduct risks undermining Zambia's values as a Christian nation. He emphasized that these behaviors conflict with the nation's commitment to peace, unity, and moral responsibility. Despite concerns, he voiced hope for a more united and resilient Zambia, drawing from biblical teachings and calling for renewed national healing. He urged citizens to choose their words wisely, especially online, highlighting the lasting impact of digital speech in moments of emotion. Dr. Mumba concluded with a call for restraint, wisdom, and compassion, expressing confidence that light will overcome darkness and encouraging the nation to use this solemn moment to foster unity and healing.
The worst in us has been revealed, but darkness shall be defeated. The Bible tells us in the book of Isaiah 9, it tells us that those who have sat in darkness have seen a great light. I'm very confident that after all this is over, we are going to see a stronger and a brighter light in Zambia. They can say whatever they want, anyone can say whatever they want, but let's choose the words we use. Because social media is a very dangerous animal. It doesn't forgive, it keeps every word you speak. So if you speak it out of turn or in anger, people will read it when there's no anger, and you look totally lost. So let's guard our mouths and let's take opportunity and unite ourselves as a people. The ugliness we have seen during this funeral in terms of what people have been saying should be fixed after the funeral.
A climate-smart agriculture expert has observed that China's recent decision to eliminate tariffs on imports from 53 African nations presents a significant opportunity for Zambia to modernize and expand its agricultural sector. Commenting on the development, Dr. Oliver Bulaya highlighted that China, Africa's largest trading partner with a trade valued at $170 billion in 2023, could provide Zambian farmers with competitive access to its vast market. The removal of tariffs is expected to enhance Zambia's agricultural exports by reducing entry costs and making local products more competitive internationally. Beyond market access, Dr. Bulaya emphasized the potential for technology transfer, citing China's advancements in agricultural mechanization as a crucial benefit. He noted that improved access to modern technology could enhance farming efficiency, boost productivity, and lower operational expenses for Zambian farmers. He also stressed the need to diversify Zambia's agricultural exports. With increasing demand for processed foods and organic produce in China, Dr. Bulaya urged Zambia to develop stronger agricultural value chains, improve infrastructure, and tackle post-harvest losses to maximize the benefits of this new trade landscape. Additionally, he pointed out that tariff removal could attract Chinese investment in Zambia's agricultural sector, potentially creating jobs and strengthening food security. Dr. Bulaya has since called for strategic planning to ensure Zambia takes full advantage of these emerging opportunities, positioning itself as a competitive player in the global agricultural market.
Also, knowing China for its advancement in agricultural technology and mechanization. By strengthening trade relations, Zambia can gain access to innovative technologies that can improve productivity and efficiency in agriculture. By implementing modern farming practices, will not only enhance yields, but also ensure that Zambian products meet the quality standards required for exports. And I think there are other added advantages in the area of artificial intelligence.
FAIRA Member of Parliament Emmanuel Tembo has firmly rejected the Constitution Amendment Bill number 7 of 2025, describing it as already dead on arrival and predicting it will face overwhelming opposition in Parliament. In an interview with SunFM TV News, Mr. Tembo expressed strong doubts about the bill's ability to secure majority support, pointing to internal resistance within the UPND and pushback from key stakeholders. He criticized the proposal for its lack of legal clarity and absence of a defined implementation plan, arguing these flaws compromise the bill's legitimacy and effectiveness. One of his major objections centered on the proposal to add 55 parliamentary seats, with Mr. Tembo calling on the government to disclose which constituencies are earmarked for this expansion, emphasizing the need for transparency in the delimitation process.
Serious suspicion on the maneuvers, political maneuvers by the UPND. Where on earth can you adopt a constitution creating 55 constituencies? Which 55 constituencies? You don't know where they are. The normal thing is first to present the report on delimitation, which outlines the reasons and why 55 constituencies have been created and where they've been created. More important, we are sure that the UPND is hiding because they want to increase the number of seats in the UPND strongholds, being southern province. I can assure you that this constitution will not pass because it's already a brought-in dead document. It's a BIT because, you know.
Ministry of Mines and Minerals Development Permanent Secretary Dr. Hapeng Kabita has underscored the strategic significance of the Nacala corridor in boosting Zambia's export capacity and connecting the nation to global markets. Speaking during a meeting with Mr. Higashi Kunihiko of Japan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Kabita highlighted how the corridor will enhance trade efficiency and unlock new economic opportunities. He welcomed Japan's continued support for infrastructure and industrial investment, emphasizing interest in secondary industries that add value to its mineral exports. Dr. Kabita said quality transport infrastructure is essential for long-term economic transformation. In response, Mr. Higashi reaffirmed Japan's commitment to supporting the Nacala corridor, noting that improved logistics will stimulate industrial growth, enhance mineral movement, and boost Southern Africa's economic integration. Once fully operational, the Nacala corridor linking Zambia to international markets via Mozambique's Nacala port is expected to lower logistical costs and enhance Zambia's trade competitiveness. This is according to a statement issued by Shamwinda Tembo, Principal Public Relations Officer, Ministry of Mines and Minerals Development. In a bid to enhance women's participation in governance and economic development, Lead Foundation Zambia, in partnership with good governance activist William Mwale, has launched a community screening and dialogue initiative. The program aims to empower women by fostering discussions on leadership, peace building, and financial independence. The two events, held in Pamosi and Kawama wards, attracted over 200 women eager to engage in conversations about their role in shaping community leadership. Advocate Faith Beery, representing Lead Foundation, encouraged women to actively participate in decision-making rather than leaving governance matters solely to men. She also highlighted the need for male leaders who prioritize women's voices in politics and advocate for economic justice. During the dialogues, women voiced concerns about the lack of leadership responsiveness in addressing pressing socio-economic and health challenges affecting women and girls in their communities. The initiative, set to reach 400 women across various wards, underscores the urgent need for inclusive governance that prioritizes women's interests and rights.
Zambian Women, the Heart of the Country, was the theme of the community screening and dialogue Lead Foundation Zambia, in partnership with the local good governance activist William Mwale, held in Kawama and Pamozwad respectively. The program, which is currently being implemented by Lead Foundation under the Women Lead Initiative, aims at using campaigns, dialogue and economic strengthening programs to celebrate the diversity, strength and potential of women in Ndora district. Women had an opportunity to dialogue and speak out on issues affecting their community, calling on their leaders like William Mwale and other NGOs to look on the plight of women.
Bango Mwale position yabo yabafe bwino lesoa kumurwa twafwa turaromba ko bapamozi twafuirisha at least pamozi na ina bayisa kamana kliniki yakale I think ni mkashina na umwana omnono sana na kulira mufu na amba no kufyarira mufe na abana na reshukuru no kliniki tayapwa so turaromba ko at least batwafuirisha pamozi misebo ture ashani cash for work tumfako fe bale bomba hivi noko bafumine tatuishirive
kabiri bana mayo tufire twakwata voice nangu ni muchironga nino mumachechezi amachechi yarebwerera panshi mwando kwati bana mata tukwete voice
ikotena kwaka bungoro tuleka faisha sana era tuleka faisha sana na wabene mweru mula ba William Mwale refa ya chachi ni kusa menso na menso ifwe kwa na mayo twali basana baposa ero tuonga twatu foiling lime nifo twala ba abaya kulia ko kunani kane parliament nifo twala.
And Lead Foundation advocate Faith Piri emphasized the crucial role women play in shaping a better future.
By democracy ndera ndati imo mwapata posi na ninafuata posi at the end of the day dosare chichinga chimo. So there are more Banamaro, wherever you go, key decision-making positions. Tabakarai totoka ni shafe bekai. Bakana de dama ideas ya outside. Bakana de dama amen place na la bela example. Kama kwa Banamaro na 5. Kupamos kwa Mama na 5. Ami nala na kashi na 5. Kaptoa baleta pamo. Tabaleta kama ideas za Rebecca as individual in a nice town defense. Abana mara bala kumakawama bala leta oro bala lanzira kokonza kawama jeshi na bala kumaku pamozi na bena tabala ndefe kyabo bega bala landa kyonse kwa bantu pamozi bale shingwana.
Other women present encouraged collaboration and solidarity among women in Zambia to achieve common goals and make a greater impact.
I work on water. We have a problem with water in Pamozi. Kwa my areas ya mwami ya leisa ya mota esa sometimes ya esa 2 days or 3 days mwanisha water is life get to kale without water bale babela fyakuti na baba fuilisha fyakuti kwa ikala wakutumana tikishe kuno kupa mozi abakesa kuno abakesa twafuilisha ko info kwema wido ni banani
lives of which bafeba never shati no mbaye tupete majanki. We have to have an officer because we're not safe. So security is not only important, not that elsewise. Our lives are also very important.
Inetisanga pano pa community turamona ifinja abana kubapita mu mayanda especially abana bakufungwa barapita mu finji fyapusana presa ngatumona lesa na makasa ku skulu Aresa na kutala kuleta aresa takwete champepo so inofoni ngarore keshapo sana ni babana baku
bengi na baiposa ikasana mukunwa mukulalelale mufiri fingi sana nechi atishapo futi na bana balabe no kuwete fe bana mani na baluka ma street kid mando kati tabakwete fya kutabani na chabo kulate mukunwa bwako.
Lucky Kalunga for Sun TV News in Ndola.
We now take a break. We return with the sports news. Stay with us.
Imagine having the financial freedom to live life on your terms. With the ABSA Ultimate Plus account, you can manage your finances, save for the future, and access personal loans. Plus, enjoy travel insurance, a credit card, and retrenchment cover when the unexpected happens. If that's not value, I don't know what is. Let's help you write the next chapter of your ultimate story. Call 5950 to open an Ultimate Plus account today.
Your story matters. ABSA.
Win namamuli 1 million na ABSA. Play your cards right, Muntu Andy, and you could win big. Simply tap or swipe any of your ABSA cards 5 times in a month, and you could be one of 10 lucky winners to take home a cheap 10-pin in monthly prizes or walk away with a grand prize of 250,000 kwacha. Chaliroku, and you cannot afford to not get lucky. Use your ABSA card to enter the draw. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. ABSA.
Chipolopolo B assistant coach Beston Chambeshi has acknowledged that Zambia is not yet ready for the 2025 African Nations Championship CHAN. Speaking in an interview, Chambeshi outlined the weakness of the team after the dismal performance at the 2025 Hollywood Bets COSAFA Cup. He is, however, optimistic that the team has the potential to improve before the 2025 African Nations Championship CHAN tournament, which kicks off in August this year. The coach is of the view that his technical team has 3 weeks to rectify mistakes identified in South Africa.
Yeah, first thing we have to make sure we put the plan in place. I know we don't have enough time to prepare for CHAN. We just have a month in between, which are weeks. What I can say, there are maybe 2 to 3 weeks in between. So we'll see what we can do when we sit as a technical team, and the draft might be a plan for the motherboard of Fazi and see how they can handle that plan for us. I think we don't have enough time, is what I can say. Yeah, if you plan well, no football is about the planning. If you plan well, I think we can go far.
Chambeshi was standing in for Wetson Urenda, who had left Zambia's COSAFA's camp in Bloemfontein to continue his Elite CAF Pro coaching course after the team suffered a 1-0 loss to Comoros. Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda will host the 2025 African Nations Championship CHAN from August 2nd to 29th. Zambia are in Group A at the CHAN, where they will play Angola, 2-time winners DR Congo, and Morocco, including co-hosts Kenya. The headlines once again before we go. Vice President Mutale Nalumango has reaffirmed government's determination to track down and repatriate Zambians who have fled the country to avoid prosecution. Movement for Multi-Party Democracy MMD leader Dr. Nevas Mumba has called on Zambians to reflect on the divisive attitudes and negative discourse that have surfaced during the national mourning of former President Edgar Lungu. A climate-smart agriculture expert has observed that China's recent decision to eliminate tariffs on imports from 53 African nations presents a significant opportunity for Zambia to modernize and expand its agricultural sector. Chipolopolo B assistant coach Beston Chambeshi has acknowledged that Zambia is not yet ready for the 2025 African Nations Championship CHAN. On behalf of the entire news team, my name
88.5 Sun FM.
Comprehensive coverage of local and national news, business, politics, and sports. The Sun FM News was